So if we are on a timeline, then I say we get to the good stuff. Here's the recap. You guys awoke in the morning. Things were already hot on your trail. Dipping out from the first group, you managed to maneuver yourselves around. In the midst of hiding, you happened upon a little grung enclave that started to alert. You decided to push back a little bit more. And then you, through Kitty, Driz, found two shanks, a tabaxi who was observing you from a high perch at the top of the basin, luring him in with the sense of gold. You brought him in, and then he came up with a masterful plan to bring you guys to the amphitheater. He was just going to say that he caught you, all you guys, and then turn you in as a reward, deciding that not to put all your eggs in one basket because it seemed like a very dubious plan. You decided that Dredd was going to be the one to go. So Dredd offloaded his stuff over to Zarian, and the rest of the group, Driz and Shyla, made their way tail end of it. During the commotion, it turns out that two Shanks was speaking Yuan-ti and probably relaying your guys' locations and plans to them, deciding that now was the time to spring the trap. The trap was sprung. Combat ensued, a full minute of melee, ending with the death of Sukalo, Rosny's second in charge. Where we sit now is the whole entire town, the city of Omu. All the people around there are starting to look around. Imagine in like the scene heist where they're having that gunfight down the main corridor and thoroughfare of the traffic. It's basically you guys, Yuan-ti are scattering for their lives. Some people are standing outside their doors with knives, brooms, spears, whatever they can to protect themselves. But this is where we sit right now on the mean streets of Omu. And also, Driz is a bear.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything?
Also, I would really like to say something. It wasn't just a death. Like it was plain an execution of Sid. I'm just saying, because with the head popping off and rolling around on the ground after that, pretty much.
Yes. You guys have a little bit of breathing room. You're noticing that the city's coming more alive. People further up ahead. We're calling it about 120 feet. If you double moved, you could get there in 2 turns. But there are certain larger Yuan-tis akin to what Sokolo was that are starting to dot the pathways. And then you're noticing some of the true bloods or pure bloods are up on the little parapets. Looks like they are getting longbows out and stuff like that. That doesn't look like they've dialed you in for range. We've got a little bit of time. Does anybody else want to recap anything before we get back into the nitty gritty?
I'm good.
I'm going to assume in that interim, I'm going to re-grab all my gear. I'm going to have Zarian just toss me my gear so I can have that back and find my packed weapon and all that shit.
I don't know if you should get your weapons back.
I will
Considering
kill
you. Want to keep.
I will literally
you
kill
want to
you.
continue. You continuously attack your
Dude.
own friends twice, and you attacked me.
Those were critical
That
misses.
was-
Not in the
that was-
fucking Zarian. We do not have fucking time
Exactly.
for this. Shit is coming. Give me my
Exactly.
shit, or I will kill you.
And I start running towards the.
Okay, I
The-
attack Zarian. Give me a minute.
The communicator, the sending stone, starts to go off. As this thing's ringing, what is the general consensus for you guys? I know that Zarian says that he is rushing down the thing to go to the amphitheater. Dredd wants to chase after him to try to get his stuff back, possibly attack him. What does Driz, the bear, feel, and what does Shyla as Adam, or Adam as Shyla?
All right.
I'll go first. Kind of seeing the Yuan-ti kind of lining up their ranged attacks and stuff. I think we need to get out of the open, so I'm gonna head toward the amphitheater or the thingy to try and get inside. That's my plan.
And me, I'm watching this unfold between Driz and Dredd, and all I can think of, put your freaking dicks away. Good God, we're about to get slaughtered. And if we're going to fight amongst ourselves, we might as well just surrender. And I'm going to make my way toward the amphitheater.
To be clear, is that an amphitheater or a dungeon? Or what do we call it?
Gladiator pit.
Yeah.
It's amphitheater, slave pits, fighting pits. It's where you know that there's captives. Captives have been reported being there. There is Yuan-ti activity. You guys wanted to try to rescue people. That's the place that you would go to rescue people.
Yep. That's where I'm heading towards.
All right. So the sending stone goes off. Do you answer it?
Rosny.
Ah, Zarian, you finally made it. You were the most promising among them. This is happening while Dredd is putting all of his gear on and you guys are helping him assemble stuff and get everything situated, so you won't be losing anything for this.
I know who you were, Rosny. That is why this pains me. You were entrusted with protecting your people. You were supposed to stand between them and the darkness. You were supposed to be their shield. Instead, you taught them to surrender themselves, not to justice, not to hope, to fear. Do you remember the first life you sacrificed because it was necessary? The first compromise? The first time you told yourself to the ends justify the means? Was it easy? Or did it haunt you then? Because every monster I've ever faced began with the same lie. Just one sacrifice, just one compromise, just one innocent life. Clinching the stone up to my face, you speak as though you were betrayed by the world. But tell me, Rosny, at what point did you stop betraying it first? I do not hate you, I pity you. Because somewhere beneath all this ruin is a man who once wanted to do good, a protector, a champion, a servant entrusted with the lives of others. And I wonder if he still lives. You abandoned your people's freedom. You led them into a curse that their souls had become fuel for another's ambition. You traded duty for control, faith for fear, hope for obedience. Is this truly the legacy you wanted? Is this what the protector of Mesro was meant to become? I came seeking justice for my family. I came seeking answers for this land. But if there is even a fragment of the man you once were still beneath all of this, then choose differently now. Help us stop this. Help us end this soulmonger. Help us save the remains of what remains. Not for me, not even for yourself, for the people you once swore to protect. Because if the man is truly gone, if all that remains is the creature before me, then I mourn you.
All this time, all this difference, and still you fail to understand your purpose. It's a pity. The other ones have given me a little bit more.
Am I standing next to Zarian?
Sure, why not?
I grab that fucking stone from him and I go, "It's
Does
done."
does that happen? Because that's how I
It
handle
does not,
PvP.
because I'm a giant right now. And I did say I'm holding it up to my mouth. So
Eat it.
I'm sorry. I can't.
You start to notice a couple people getting within range, and there's a few arrows that have been loosed that are look like they're gauging distance from where you guys are at. It looks like you're at the edge of their short to long distance. So any shots that they take at you now are happening at disadvantage, which is why you're not being hit. You seem to be on the cusp of that, if you will.
I'd like to go
And
ahead and use
Is that coming from
dash.
the direction we want to go?
Yeah, from the amphitheater.
Okay. I'll grab you if you want and then start running.
About 60 feet up, there's two of the large Yuan-ti that are blocking that path in front of you. If you want, we can just Final Fantasy bring you guys over to the halfway point, start the battle, roll in for initiative. Unless there's any
So you're
preparations that you'd like to do beforehand.
So you're saying there's two giant Yuan-tis like right here, blocking our...
So you guys are about 120 feet. So I broke that down into like a full move of 60 and then another full move of 60. If you guys did prep or took an action, like if you're like, I take the dodge action, as we're running up there, any attacks against you are going to be a disadvantage. If you're like, I cast this spell, move up, you get your action, you'd move your 30 feet. It'd just mean that you'd have to move more on subsequent turns. So it's up to you guys how much security you want to sacrifice for speed. You can also make your own path through here. This is a rough estimation of everything that's going on. I'm just saying that there are two Yuan-ti abominations that look like they are in blocking positions and are intent to intercept you as you come forth. So it won't be a easy, once you make it there, you'll be locked into a combat. Not that you have to stay in a sustained combat, but there will be two of them that will be actively trying to get you. Does that make sense?
Can we get the other map up real quick?
The other map. The streets?
Yeah. I'm just trying to see. It's easier for me to visualize. Just to recap, this is the entrance, right?
That is the direction that the
direction
amphitheater
of the
is
entrance,
in.
right?
You guys
People are-
still have 120 feet to travel to get to it.
Okay. And there are people on these parapets here?
There used to be. They were the people who were walking Dread and guarding him. They have since come down, which is why you guys are, if you go up there, right next to those stairs here. That denotes that.
I say,
That is like more accurate if you want to actually get feet wise.
since
Where we're
Zarian is
actually at in the entrance, if the entrance is the yellow, this is accurate
I will
because it's 120 feet.
take that.
Yeah, I say we take the dodge action and run. We need to
That's
get
what I was
shelter.
going to suggest. Since Zarian's large and I'm a bear, we can try and bulldoze through.
I can make an attack and do a shield bash, and if he fails his, oh wait, they're large creatures.
Abomination.
Oh
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen. Then we're not just gonna bulldoze them.
So there's 4 of us. I think our best tactic is to try to flank them. Take 2 at a time.
Well, we got 2 big guys and 2 little guys on our team, so
So we do a hitter and a supporter on each. Who's with me? Shyla?
you got the bear.
Or,
No,
I mean, instead of fighting, we can try and get around them.
You see a small, slender female humanoid cloak running from around the Yuan-ti towards your position, almost as if giving no heed to the dangers that go in. Takes you a little bit as they're starting to run. You do notice that this is Jade. She is coming that way.
nice. We actually have some help.
Duty.
Who is Jade? I don't remember that one.
Jay's the one that helped us part of the resistance.
She was the one that warned us about the house, remember?
Yeah,
Um,
like she's the one that watched.
Adam
over us so we
wasn't
could
there
take a
for
nap,
that
right?
one, so that she
yeah.
she was out with Valindra and Fred, but she is running. The Yuan-ti seem to have let her go through. She is running towards you guys. She'll be there at the next turn if you guys are looking at it.
I'm going to take the dodge action, move in that direction when it's my turn, but I'll wait to see what everybody does.
Okay. If you want to go ahead and move your however many amount of feet, I guess it's 30 since you're taking the dodge action.
I mean, I could be right up on her.
I
She is the one.
actually-
She is the one that I'm thinking about. Is that correct?
The one that warned you? Yeah.
Yeah, the one that was in the house, or like at the beginning of the Omo.
Yes, that is her.
Okay.
She's the one that was looking for Alana, Triz's master.
I will say I can do a bonus action if I'm taking the dodge action, right?
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and just ahead of time launch my still existent. These abominations, wait, have we kind of determined these are against us? She ran through them. Are they like on her side? Is that?
Man, that's all questions you could probably ask her.
Yeah. No, good point. I'm still, since he doesn't know what's happening anyways, I'm still going to lock on my fucking hex as I'm moving just in case this thing moves on us.
Gotcha.
Cool. And then that's my turn.
All right. So that's Dread doing his stuff. Driz, you moved? Are you doing anything else?
Since I'm the closest one to Jade, I'm going to, I guess, probably yell either, "Oh, thank God you're here to help," and I guess see how she reacts to that.
All right.
Still fun.
What are you doing?
I'm doing nothing. I'm standing over there by Ford because I'm still pissed off at the interaction between Zarian and Dread.
Gotcha. And then Zarian, what are you doing?
Up here, and I'm gonna see if as soon as I get up close enough, I would like to do an insight and like seeing what she looks like she's about to do. If she looks like she's about to like attack us, like, or she's on their side, like you know what I mean.
You take
Like,
a little.
See if I can.
You take a little bit of time and you study her. Her movement looks frantic, as if a mother who lost a child or somebody dear to them. Her eyes are fixed past you guys. She almost doesn't even seem to give you any rhyme, any reason, any mind. She is looking where you guys came from.
Okay, then I just keep going, and that's it. I'll do the dodge action.
Gotcha. All right. Jade runs past, and you see her move over to the body of Sukalo. And as she stands over the body, she falls over, slumps. Tears start rolling out of her eyes as she starts screaming out to the heavens. Why? Why? Who did this? Who took him from me? And that's where we're going to do some initiative. So hold on, let me end this combat.
That's not good.
I'm going to add all tokens, and then let's go ahead and get some initiative. You can take your 10, or you can go ahead and roll for it. So Zarian got a 13.
I'll take my 10 and roll for it so I could get a 13. It's just fun because either way it would have been the same.
Let's take my 10.
I'll take my 12.
All right. Triz got an 11. I think, Shyla, are you taking the 14?
Sure.
All right. It is the Yuan-ti Abomination's turn. It looks like they are holding an action. Both of them. Next up is Shyla.
Well, is the plan to try to run past them, or are we just taking them on? What are we doing?
We have to take them.
All right, fine.
I'm assuming they're, yeah.
Do they have
Wait.
like snakes? They're like snakes, right?
They
No.
are exactly what like Sukalo was. Snake, lower body, their upper torso, human. These only have 2 arms and these both have snake heads. They do not
Right.
seem to be carrying any weapons amongst them. Bold strategy.
Because I'm wondering if the earth tremor would knock them, if that would affect them at all. Let me see. Because I'm trying to figure out if that would knock them prone or not, since they're snake bottoms. It was difficult. I don't know if I want to waste a spell on that, though. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just take a longbow shot.
Gotcha.
Classic longbow shot.
Who are you aiming at?
I'm going to aim at Dread. No, I'm just kidding. Abomination A.
Gotcha. It is a AC 15.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Scaly.
Scaly son of a bitch. All right, longbow. Okay, let's go. Come on. Oh, yeah, you can see that,
That's
right?
a hit. Yep. You got a 16.
All right, and then damage is piercing, so we're gonna do
7.
Not bad, not bad, but not great. Okay.
With that 7 damage, you notice that it was registered as a hit, but they did not seem to
Here.
yeah, pretty much. They got substantially more hit points than that. That's my polite way of saying it.
Gotcha.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, then I'm just gonna take a look at the rest of my party and be like, "You're up."
Gotcha. Next up is
I just-
Zarian.
I would just like to say, good job. You hit it. You used your bow and it worked. Just saying. There's a first time for everything.
Right.
I'm going to, let's see. Okay, how do I do it? I feel like they have a reach of 10 or could spring out at 10 feet. So I'm trying to go around where yep, right there. Oh, actually, no. And then I'll use my action for movement and I will get behind them right here.
Gotcha. Is that your turn?
That's it.
All right. Next up is Dread.
So Jade is standing over, what is it? Sokor.
Jade is throwing herself over Sukalo's lifeless body, wailing and lamenting his passing, asking, who did this? Who's responsible for the death of her beloved?
So Dread replies, the one responsible is the one who corrupted him and set him against us. And I'm going to hold my action for an attack.
All right.
I'm going to basically take the dodge action if she attacks.
Gotcha. Is that your turn?
That is my turn, sir.
All right. Next up is Driz, then Jade.
Triz is going to yell, "It was Ras Nsi," and then I'm going to run, assuming these abominations in Driz's mind, they're not attacking, they're waiting for orders from Jade. So I'm going to run past them over to Zarian.
Will you please trace your path for me? Because they are holding
Yes.
an action.
So let's see, be 40 and then around.
Okay, so you're staying out of their reach, just like Zarian did.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that'll be my dash and whatever to get over here. And then, yeah. So I'm just going to see how this plays out a minute.
All right. Jade pulls out or has this ring around her finger and she grabs this fire style amethyst. She holds it up and she says, "Curse you," and throws it. And she is getting danger close with a fireball. So I'm going to need Dread and Shyla to go ahead and give me a dexterity save. And it is going to be a DC 12.
And can I take that advantage since I was taking the dodge action as a whole?
I don't think it works like that.
It doesn't work like that?
Dodge action works at disadvantage on attacks. This is a save.
This is also an AoE versus targeted.
Fair enough. Okay, wait a minute. Where is how's my save?
Did you see my roll, Doc?
14.
So meets it, beats it. And then
Shyla was like
got a
22, I
nat
think.
20. All right. So both of you passed. So you're only going to take 14 points of fire damage as this large explosion blast over, covering both of you in fire, and then also sets the burning the bush on fire. There we go. It's on fire now.
Crabs.
That was Jade's turn. Next up is the Yuan-ti abominations. Dread, I need you to make either a strength saving throw or a dexterity saving throw. The DC is going to be a DC 15. And then Shyla, you as well.
Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and bust a luck token so I can take this advantage.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Well, I tell you what, it's the first time back in the thing. If you would like to apply a luck token, I'll let you just get another roll on it.
Yeah, might as well. I'll use that luck token.
Gotcha. 2 9s?
Yeah, right?
All right. So, Shyla, this thing comes around for a constrict. You're able to maneuver yourself out. Even though you successfully passed, you still take 14 points of bludgeon damage as this thing gets you. Dread, you take 28 points of bludgeoning damage. You are also grappled and restrained. That is their turns. Shyla, it is your go.
Now, hold up.
Yep.
Now I am pissed. So we're going to go with a hellish rebuke.
Gotcha. What's the dex save?
Stand by.
Oh, hold on. They are
Wait, first on, let me catch up with damage. How much did I take off of that?
28. An 11's probably not going to make it. So go ahead and give me the damage.
18.
Gotcha. That's a pretty good rebuke.
Yes, that was a very angry rebuke.
Your spell save DC is 15, by the way.
Sorry, I'm done.
Gotcha. Next up is Shyla.
All right. They're just Zarian and Bear are just out of my reach. Are they at these two abominations? Are they having an opportunity to attack if I move?
If you leave their threatened range, yes. It looks like when they did that constrict, you had to be right up on them. So Abomination A, you're probably safe from, unless you...
And if I attack A and it's a hit, does that release the restriction or the constriction?
I tell you what, if you do a really good hit, I'll work some stuff in there.
Yeah, my luck with the hits is not great. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm not going to move out of reach of him to draw an attack. So I'm going to move there. So I'm closer to Zarian and Bear and Driz. And then since all of us are in range, I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm on death's door right now. Better than nothing, I guess.
Do you consider Jade an ally? Does she get those 8 hit points?
No, she's the one that just caused my severe damage. So no, she is not accepting, or she is not a recipient.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
And then that's all I can do. That's my action and my move.
There was one stupid thing I was looking up real quick. I'm trying to find the number, but when that thing hit me, it was supposed to take some psychic damage.
Gotcha. I think it's a D6.
Is it 1d6?
I think it was 3 the last time, so I think it was a D6. If I'm wrong, go ahead and put it. Go ahead and give me a D6 for the hex or the psychic stuff that it does.
I just can't find the for some reason. You know which one I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I get you.
5.
It is now below triple digits.
Cool.
And then Shyla, you said that you paused there. You did the Mass Healing Word. You're good. That's your turn.
Yeah, I did my move and I did my action.
Gotcha. Next up is Zarian.
All right. I believe I can get within reach of that one, but I can't get within reach of. Let me get. How bad are you hurt, Shyla?
Oh shit! I'm bleeding out of my mouth for one. I'm sitting at 21 out of 59.
All right. Well, I can get up to you, and
I say keep going.
As a free action, with me being a jump, can I grab Shyla as an item interaction and use my action to move back to where we were?
So the way this works is you would, as an action, initiate a grapple. Shyla can auto fail, and then when you move, you are able to move at the cost of 2 feet for every 1 feet while you're dragging somebody. There's literally a rule for it.
Can you throw me at the
When
bear?
I'm a giant, though,
Yes.
and they're the size smaller as well.
Yeah.
That's still the 2-to-1.
Grappled creatures, unless I am not seeing...
I thought it was the size difference. That's
Well, definitely not as a free action. You're trying to get the premium version of a turn. You're trying to get like turn plus. You haven't paid for that. You haven't paid for that subscription.
I'm not hating it.
That's like saying, I was on lookout the whole time. Why did I get snuck up on? Unless you can find anything different in there, which, by the way, it would be covered under grappling. So if you look at, I think it's actions or combat.
a hand free to grapple another creature from the start.
Because I literally looked up grappling because I was running these 2 monsters. So that's how I know how it works. You got to have 1 hand free. A creature must have a hand free in order to grapple another creature. can only grapple one creature at a time with that part, and the grappler can't use that part to grapple another creature, ending the grapple.
Drag or carry you when it moves. The movement costs its 1 extra foot unless you are tiny, 2 or more sizes smaller than it. So 2 sizes. There is a size rule. I just didn't know it was 2 sizes.
Gotcha. Now we do. So he's not 2 sizes smaller, so every foot costs you 2 feet, but it will not give you an attack of opportunity.
All right. In that case, that changes it a little bit, and I'm sorry. Come back. You've got this. You got this, girl. And I pat you on the back, and I give you 20 from Leon Hayes.
Look at that.
That was so sassy.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
And then
I queeped a little.
I will, because that's a bonus action, correct? Yep, as a bonus action. I was just triple verifying. I'll whip reaction to grab my whip. Is that okay?
Yeah. Also, you can usually just unsheath or grab the weapon as part of the first attack you have in a turn.
Okay. Then I will, I'll whip the snake.
Awesome.
Since he's within 10
Which-
feet from me.
Which one? B?
Yeah, the B is the only one that's within reach.
Gotcha. Anything above a 15. 13, unfortunately, not going to make it for this one.
All right.
23 is going to hit,
It's now slowed.
so it loses 10 feet.
Yep. And that was my second attack. So that's my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Dread, who is restrained and grappled. So attacks against this thing are going to be at disadvantage. Attacks against you from this thing are going to be at advantage due to the restraint. Your speed is effectively 0. Pause for dramatic effect and station identification. In order to get yourself out of this, you could teleport, or you can make a dexterity, acrobatics, or a strength athletics versus its grapple DC of 15. If you succeed, you shrimp out of it. Sometimes what they say is shrimping ain't easy. Did you get all that?
Yeah. Or I'm going to attack it. I know it's a disadvantage, but
AC 15 disadvantage. I have faith in you. You could do it.
yeah, I'm going to hit it with True Strike as well
Ooh.
for this first attack.
That's something that got a glow up in 5.5. True strike.
It did.
So if you originally had disadvantage on an attack and then you use something that gave you advantage, it would just go out to a raw and natural roll. What I can do is I can take that first 14 that was rolled, and then that gives you a plus 21, which means you don't have to re-roll. You'd hit.
Okay.
Just because we read it from left to right.
Right. Cool. Let's give you some damage.
Damage is damage.
5 plus 5 plus 6, that's 11, plus 1, it's 12, and then I'm going to take my next regular attack at disadvantage.
My nat 20.
$15.
15 hits and meets it beats it.
2 or 6 plus hex. Am I taking damage from this thing every turn?
If it continues to use its constrict as its action, you will.
Okay, cool. So plus another 2.
Gotcha.
And I am going to be really fucking angry. And that's it.
Sometimes that's the best course of action. Driz, it is your go, then Jade, and then the Yuan-ti abominations.
So looking at what's happening, I have the realization that we're outmatched. We have an army ready to pounce on us at any moment.
Gonna run.
The only thing I can think to do is yell out, "Do you remember fighting the T-Rex?" And then I'm going to cast level 4 Fog Cloud,
Ooh.
which is a 80-foot sphere. And that's going to go, I don't know if somebody can create that. I don't know how big that is. It should be pretty big.
80-foot sphere? Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That's pretty much this entire area.
Okay, hold on. Let me do a 60-foot. That's level 3. I realized it was going to be that damn big. That's what she said.
This 60 foot is still the entire thing.
Holy shit. How big are these 10-foot squares?
No, these are 5-foot squares.
Dude, that's
Oh.
perfect. That's good because that covers the door where we're trying to go to. So
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
really just
yeah.
get there.
Well, yeah, so I'm just going to say, follow my voice. And then I'm going to cast that and use my movement to head to the direction we're all heading, supposedly, because we're just outmatched. It should be somewhere up here. As a half movement in this fog cloud, I think, right?
So while
Spot
you're
check.
in there, you are considered to be heavily obscured, which means that you have the blinded condition. So which means anybody's attacks are going to be at disadvantage.
Okay, yep. All right. That's my turn. I'll just yell that out, and hopefully you guys got the message.
Gotcha. Jade is cursing up a storm as she has no targets left. Probably for the best. This Yuan-ti abomination already has dread in and is grappled, so attack rolls are going to be at advantage. To be fair, the fog cloud would give him disadvantage, so let's just do a natural roll off. Just flat roll against dread. That is a 12, which I do believe misses.
When you're done, I gotta tell you something too.
15 does not hit. It is. What am I setting at? 18?
Yep, it says 18.
Yep. I put my ship back on.
Awesome. Next up is this other Yuan-ti who is going to go ahead and spit some poison spray. I need Zarian and Shyla to go ahead and make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
You're going to take it at advantage. Or with +2. Sorry, not at advantage. +2.
So that's a 10. Respectable, but still unfortunately a failure.
You said a call.
Does anybody have
Correct.
inspiration?
Baby. Nice.
All right. So for my failure people, you take 21 points of poison damage, and you have the poison conditioned until the Yuan-ti's next turn, which just means disadvantage on D20 test. And then if you passed, which was Zarian, you take half of that. So you take 10 and you are not poisoned.
And also, that was a 25 because it didn't.
Half on a save. What's up? You said you're talking about something?
Yeah. So just semantics, right? I cannot cast Fog Cloud as wild shape, so I would have transformed back into my normal. So I'm just calling that out.
Do you want me to put you back as a you and not as a bear, and then we keep everything going the way that it is?
Well, I was reading wild shape, but it says you can't spell cast until level like 18. So
Yeah, I would say that given this revelation that we could just put you as the human you in that position, and then it's good.
That's what I would have done. Yeah.
All right. It's been a while.
I meant to do that, but I forgot.
It is Shyla's go.
Might I suggest grab onto my arm and roll over? Use the disengage action and then climb onto me, and I can run away.
No, I was actually just thinking about casting surrender.
Command
Yes.
to make him surrender?
I am disengaging for sure because I didn't know the plan was to go around to start with. So yeah, I'm disengaging and moving away.
Gotcha. With disengage, that means no attacks of opportunity.
Nice fog cloud. I love it.
It is.
And then,
You can literally grab onto me, and I can run away because I've got a good speed.
yeah, I'm riding your giant broad hip.
Is that your turn?
And then I'm going to say a quick bardic prayer. Yes.
Gotcha. Is that code word for trying to give out bardic inspiration to somebody, or are you just flavor texting that?
Because our last battle that we did, because we haven't rested, I have used both my inspirations.
Gotcha. All right. If that's your turn.
Look at the honesty. Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Next up is Zarian.
And just so you know, I still haven't used that 1d8 that you gave me.
Give you a D8.
Right? Let's see here. I can make it right up to the gate, but because I have an extra person, that's with my double movement.
All right. Looks good. Is that your turn? All right. Next up is Dread.
I'm going to fucking send it again.
Gotcha.
So true strike on that first one.
All right. It's also going to be a disadvantage because of the fog cloud. So it's just a natural roll. AC 15. First one, unfortunately, is a miss. Catch scales. Better than catching feelings for these things.
Yeah, I'll take it. There's 5, 6, 11. I'll take it. And that is my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Driz.
See, I hear Zarian and Shyla getting closer, so I'm just gonna keep yelling out, "Follow my voice!" And I'm gonna hold an action because I don't know if there's something right on their tail or not. And what do I want to hold? I'll you know what? I'll hold a Starry Wisp cantrip just to see.
Gotcha.
So I'm just kind of readied, like I know they're coming, but I don't know what else is coming.
Okay, if that's your turn,
Just trying to be the beacon.
got it. Next up is Jade, who can't see shit. Yuan-ti Abomination is going to go ahead and try to squeeze Dread a little bit more. Go ahead and give me that. Which one is it? Strength saving throw, DC 15?
Strength or dex?
We'll go strength or dex. I don't know if they abridged it here. So that is going to be 28 bludgeoning damage, and you are still grappled and restrained, my friend.
45. Yeah.
Next one comes over to you.
And then I at least get my
Hellish Rebuke.
my psychic for fucking with me.
There you go. 1 point. Damage is damage.
Damage is damage. Oh, that's it.
Gotcha. Yuan-ti Abomination B, from where it's at, is going to go ahead and it's going to give you, well, I'm going to re-roll for that poison spray charge. Has not recharged. So now it is going to go ahead and do 2 attacks against you. These are going to be at disadvantage. Dexterity that's 21 even with that. So you're going to take 11 points of piercing plus 10 points of poison, which gives you a total of 21.
Total of 21.
Which I do believe moves you down to 0. So they are going to try to take you alive. So they have effectively knocked you out with the poison.
Okay, well, you know what? Since I'm going down, fuck him. I go out, I go down, but I go down with a level 2 Hellish Rebuke. And he takes 19 fire, because that's all I got left in me.
Was the psychic thing, was it predicated on using a reaction, or is that just something as part of something hitting you?
It's part of something hitting me. It's the shadow hex background thing that I've got.
All right, Shyla, it is your go. From back in the midst of the fog, you heard Dread cry out. The last time you heard something like this was every other time that Dread cried out in pain, which was like the temple, all these other fights. What is Shyla thinking?
Thinking this damn fog is what Shiloh's thinking. I can't see shit, and I can't do shit. So I'm going to do a double thing here, just because I want to have an advantage if I can with the enemy. I can still cast even though he's grappled me, or can I not?
It depends on whether or not you get to see the target in order to...
No, neither of these are see target.
Okay, what are you thinking about doing?
I want to cast Comprehend Language, so that way if the enemy's yelling or talking and shit and coordinating, we can actually have an advantage of figuring out what the hell they're talking about.
All right.
And then I want to also cast, as a bonus action, Healing Word on myself.
It's one spell that requires a spell slot per turn. So if you had something that allowed you to do a free casting of any of those, you could do 2. Other than that, you're just doing one or the other.
And do that as my bonus action? Okay.
Yeah, the cap they put on it is if it requires a spell slot, you can only do 1 per turn. Saves people from going Nova.
All right. I'm going to do Comprehend Language then.
Gotcha. What does it look like?
In the fog, all it is like a greenish kind of blue hue that kind of circles around me for a second and then penetrates into me. The blink of an eye.
The banter from everything around you, you're hearing, where are they? Guard the entrances. Don't let them get to the prisoners. Ras Nsi will be coming soon. These are all things that you are hearing. What else are you doing on your turn?
I'm relaying what I hear straight to my party.
Gotcha.
I don't care if the enemy can zero in on my voice. I'm relaying the information.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's not my turn because I'm still in the clutches of the giant.
Speaking of the giant, Zarian, it is your go.
Gotcha. And I'll double move again, but I'll end up right. Sorry. And then find him and be like, all right, cool. Here he is.
All right. Dread's turn. You're unconscious. Driz, it is your go.
Shyla. Zarian. Where is Dread?
He's
We
right
don't
behind
know.
us.
All right. I heard him cry out in pain. I think this is risky. Does it require an action to drop the fog? It does, right?
It should
The
be
cat-
able to tell you.
Let me see. It's concentration for up to an hour.
It lasts for the
So-
duration or until a strong wind, such as created by a
Okay.
gust of wind, disperses it. So it's going to hang out.
Sure. Okay.
Besides, it's a good thing that we have it here. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's kind of a good barrier.
Yeah, it's just nobody can
Especially
cast
for
anything
everything
to get you back up.
Yeah, but you guys are good and whatever. I'm knocked out. Knocked out is different than dead.
Very true.
As the Princess
Um,
Bride, he'd be mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
Mostly did. I am due, since I see Zarian and Shyla, I'm going to start
Mostly
moving.
dead, Gray.
That's the gate right there.
Is that the gate or?
I'll put you at the amphitheater if you want to go that way.
Yeah, I'm assuming Zarian and Shyla are going to follow. So
That's
yeah.
exactly what we're trying to do.
And then hopefully Dread has enough muscle and survival that he can withstand it.
All right. If that's your turn, Jade's doing stuff. The abominations are doing stuff. Shyla, Zarian, are you guys going through the thing as well?
I go where Zarian's going because he's got me.
Yep, we're going in.
Gotcha. And
Zarian, are you still large?
So duck as you enter the arena. That's pretty cool.
Nice. It actually is the updated picture. Let's go.
you guys have made it through in there. And then what you see, we'll get this into another set of initiative. You guys can either take your 10 or you can roll.
I'll take 10.
the number 10.
Can I go before you? Please say yes.
Well, you're already at a 12.
Oh, I thought it was at 10.
No, when you take 10, you take the number
No,
10
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
But that's fine.
Gotcha.
If Zarian says I can go first, I'll go before him. All right.
And Shyla got that. All right.
And if
then
you want to tag
just-
team on some shit, dude, let me know. I'm just saying.
About time I started using my sword instead of my bow.
First up is Shyla. There are, to point this out to you guys, 2 entrances. Yeah, this one right here and this one right here. Those are entrances that go to another location. As you stand right now, you got a couple Yuan-ti priests and 2 shanks who are there. It is Shyla's go.
Well, the whole point of coming here is to find the slaves. So I'm going to go, loosen myself from Zarian's grapple, and I'm
Yep.
going to move to the one to the south.
I need to know this. I think it's very pertinent before we do anything. Is the cloud still covering the entrance area?
Yeah.
On here? Could we get something on there for that?
The cloud is, if you go outside of the arena, the cloud is outside of the arena. Inside of the arena, it just made it to the entrance of the Coliseum. You guys are on the innermost portion of it.
Oh,
That was a clutch cloud.
That stopped rounds of arrows being flung in your guys' direction.
It was beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing. Oh, actually, no. I'm not going to move. I need to still cast healing. So, gonna do some healing word on myself.
Gotcha. Give me them good words.
Heal my ass. Heal me now. That's not great, but I'll take it.
Considering the max is 18, you did all right. More than half.
What is this thing? Okay, come on, health. What are we doing? Okay. And then, like I said, I'm going to take movement towards that southern. Let's see. Is that about my max movement right there? I can't tell about the grids.
I would give you another icon's worth of movement. So if you just chess piece one more, then it's perfect. Yep, that works.
Here we go.
All right.
And includes the last move of Shyla.
Gotcha. Next up is 2 shanks, who produces a short bow and then licks the fletching and then looks like he's got it drawn back, but he has not fired yet. Yuan-ti priest also put a mote of eldritch energy into their hands, and they are waiting for something to happen. That's all of them. Driz, it is your go.
I'm hoping I can do this. I'm going to look at Zarian and be, Zarian, this is your time. We need you. And I'm going to cast Enlarge on Zarian.
Ooh, that
to
brings
Oh
him
my
up.
god, I love you.
That brings him up to another level.
Behold, Zarian.
What's the actual height at this point then?
It's
I'm
a
now
huge creature, I think.
Coloss or large? No, it's huge.
But
Colossus is
that also means that's concentration up to a minute, it says.
I just want you to know, if you're within 5 feet of me, I can still use my reactions to help you, no matter where you are around me.
The thing we're standing on is starting to creak from the weight.
It's beautiful. I was literally
big
thinking
boy.
this. I was like, it'd be really cool if I was enlarged and got enlarged.
With that, I'm assuming they want us to play a game in the pit, so that's where I'm gonna go. Just probably right there.
All right.
Oh wait, next to Beefy Boy.
Gotcha. That's your turn. Next up is Zarian, who
I'm
is
just saying,
huge.
you could have crawled up. You could have crawled up on me, and I could have set you up by then.
You can probably reach 2 shakes yourself.
I have a question about weapons with the distance of it, because it grows with me. Is it still 10 feet for the whip now that I'm huge?
Well, let's take a look at reach.
I feel like these are good questions.
The spell that you used was enlarged, right? Enlarged should
Correct.
say
Oh, wait. It does say I get a +2. I do believe. I don't know. I haven't looked at the new 5.5.
the target a creature's size increases by 1 category from medium to large, for example. The target also has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Target's attack with its enlarged weapons or unarmed strikes deal an extra 1d4 damage on a hit, which is going to be 2d4 since you're larger size, since you're huge. So it does not say anything about the weapon's effective range or reach.
Okay.
It's kind of puny sword.
Toothpick.
You fight with the toothpick.
Look at your puny arms.
How far away are they? He's within. Wait, so my corner is technically right.
Like, now that I'm enlarged, like, I truly don't know. Because, like, I wanted to be able to get people on our side. I want to rally the people.
Yeah, it takes about 20, 25 minutes to go home.
That's about the time that we'd be ending for the day. If you guys want to, we can just put a pause in it right here and then just make it to where we pick it up in 2 weeks.
I'm down with that.
It would even pause on Jay's turn. So that way you'd have an entire 2 weeks to think about what you're doing next.
All right.
Or if you wanted to take your turn, it would go back up to the top of the round and be Shyla, and you would have your turn. Just be reminded that it looks like 2 Shanks and 4 Yuan-ti Priest are all holding actions.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna next time on TOA.
That sounds good. That's where we'll leave it then.
We calling it?
We are. Adam's got to drive home. It's going to take him to 20, 30 minutes. At that time, it's going to be the time that we'd end anyways. And then this gives us Zarian his turn at huge size. So it gives us a little bit of time to figure some stuff out.
You're welcome.
Dude, that's freaking awesome. Thank you so much.
And it's pretty metal.
Shyla,
So Dread's unconscious. So what does he need to do to become conscious?
Be woken up, or an hour passes and he benefits from he regains 1 hit point and he's able to benefit from a short rest.
Which means then he could burn
spend some hit dice and he'll get some abilities back that you get back on a short rest. But that takes an hour. If you guys ultimately get captured, then that leads to something else. If you guys hold out, there's something else. But right now, the Yuan-ti, pretty safe to assume they feel like they have a bargaining chip. And then also Jade probably has the information about who killed her beloved Sokolo.
Curious.
So the only thing
Sorry.
Dread's kind of trying to do, or I'm kind of throwing out, is as he goes down, like that last little fucking like that burst of fire is associated with a plea to his patron for a future reference.
What's the plea? Just help?
Yeah, I'll text it to you later.
All right, that works.
I guess it's easier just to ask.
I'll put it in the general. I just want to make sure it's like, I word everything right.
Gotcha.
So how does somebody wake him up from unconsciousness? Is it a touch? Is it a roll?
He's got to basically heal or have an hour pass. Right now, he's effectively at 0 hit points, but stabilized. At the end of that hour, he regains 1 hit point and the benefits of a short rest.
I know the answer is probably no, but I can't use Kitty to do anything. What, like casting? She can't cast anything, but
She can cast touch spells through you. So you can cast touch spells through her.
could
Just
use
has
cure
to,
wounds.
then she's got to be able to effectively see.
Right. And right now the fog is obscuring her vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, unless there's a certain thing that you can do to disperse the air, such as a gust of wind.
I can, but I'd have to go back, I think.
I'd say you
That's
keep out to
keeping
the
them
other
from
zone.
rushing towards you right now too.
Yeah, they're bumbling their way through it, and it kept them from trying to shoot at you from above the wall because they were going to start getting some pop shots in.
Yeah. I mean, Jade's got information, but she's hostile right now toward us.
Oh, yeah. Jade blames you guys for Sokolo's death.
I mean, we did kill him.
Yeah, in front of people.
Yeah, but he was going to imprison us. Or was he?
I don't know. There's a whole thing going. There's a whole romance subplot with those two, depending on whichever way you took it. I hate to do the whole how the sausage is made thing, but one of the routes that I was looking at is that you could garner Jade wanting to leave this place as her betraying in order to get Sukolo out of there. So you could have effectively removed Rosny's second in command by leveraging Jade to get him out of there. And then you probably would have also been able to get more information about Rosny's palace.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's all about the choices we make, huh?
it is.
That's what I love
Well-
about the game.
Well, I'm honestly excited to see what Jay's going to come up with, and I'm curious how it's going to fare out for Logan, and honestly all of us, because I feel like something bad's going to be happening here in a moment. So, and 2 Shanks, what the hell? I thought he was running away, but he's like laughing in her face at this point. That bastard.
He knows what he needs to do. He's
all about
part of the
story.
reasons why they got those archers and everything set up, because as you guys were taking that minute to fight, they were making their preparations. So there's timers and switches on everything.
Yeah, it's awesome to keep track of that. I saw this meme about like the preparatory DM versus the improvisational doing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, that's me and Alex. And he's got like everything going up, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, we'll make it work. I'm here
Well-
for the story that I'm telling in my head.
The thing that the thing that makes it easier for me is therefore the world is like this. you guys do this in reaction, therefore the world reacts this way. So there's like different things going underneath the surface all the time. Like, could you imagine showing up here with Valindra's Shadow Mantle? And then you guys would have effectively had like a level 18 Lich on your side?
Yeah, that would have been really fucking helpful.
Yeah, well, paladins don't help liches.
When
It's
she,
just the choices.
Yeah, it's just choices. It's a game. It's fun. We always pull out.
That pistol you got from Griff should look like a literal hand cannon right now.
yeah, I was thinking
shit,
about
I forgot
using
all
that.
about that.
I was thinking about
That'd be
using that
awesome.
against the snake.
Now, when
but I
you say
worry-
this, when you say the snake, you're referring to Ras Nsi,
The
correct?
abomination. No, the abomination. I was thinking about doing it to the abomination that was grappling Dread, but then I was worried about actually missing and hitting Dread.
Oh yeah, if you would have rolled like a 1.
Yeah, I was worried about hitting Dread with that because I'm not. Yeah, I was trained but not trained. So
Well, it looks like 2 weeks we're gonna figure this stuff out. I gotta go take care of the chickens. It was fun, guys.
All right.
Appreciate it, brother. Thanks,
Guys.
guys.
Later.
Good game.
Later.